You ever notice how the quieter you get, the louder your presence becomes? It's not luck and it's not mystery. It's something every woman feels, but almost none will ever admit. Hold on, because what I'm about to tell you changes the way attraction actually works. See, a lot of guys think attraction is about chasing, being louder, showing how much you care, but in reality, it's a silent game. And the man who learns to play it calmly ends up winning without moving faster or talking more. Don't get it twisted, this isn't about manipulation. It's about alignment. It's about the small, unspoken signals that flip curiosity into respect and respect into desire. Think about this. Have you ever been with someone who just stops texting back as often, gets colder, cancels plans last minute, and you instantly go into overdrive? You analyze every word, every emoji, like you're studying evidence in a crime scene. I'll come back to this point in a second, but remember this. Every time you chase emotionally, you're quietly saying, "My peace depends on you." And that right there is where you lose the frame. Because the truth is, attraction doesn't live in your words, it lives in your reactions. The calm, the composure, the subtle smile when something doesn't go your way. That's what communicates value. It sounds simple, but the surprising part comes next. That calm is not about being cold, it's about being in control of yourself. It's emotional gravity. It pulls people in. Imagine this scene. You're at a coffee shop on a Saturday morning. You've got your laptop open, headphones in, doing your thing. She texts, "You around today?" Old you drops everything. "Yeah, what's up?" New you smiles, finishes your task, and replies an hour later. "Just wrapped up some work, what's going on?" No rush, no panic. You're not proving worth, you're revealing it. What nobody tells you is that stillness is louder than effort. Ever wonder why she seems to respect the guy who barely tries? Because she's reading something deeper than words. She's reading availability. When you're always there, you become background noise. But when your time has weight, when it feels earned, suddenly your attention feels like sunlight, rare, warm, and worth waiting for. Save that thought because it connects with what comes next. There's a reason a high-value man can say no and still come off confident, not arrogant. It's because his no comes from direction, not fear. He has things to do, projects, hobbies, a mission. Picture this. She calls you last minute, "Hey, want to grab drinks tonight?" You check your schedule, smile, and say, "Can't tonight, I've got a few things I'm finishing up. Let's plan something later this week." No excuses, no over-explaining. That single moment communicates, "I'm not avoiding you, I'm honoring myself." And here's the turning point. When you protect your time, people start protecting it for you. Now this is where most guys slip up. They try to earn importance through words. They send essays trying to prove they're different. They say, "I'm not like the others." But let me tell you something. Every other guy said that exact same sentence. What she feels in her body isn't your paragraph, it's your pattern. Do what you say. Leave on time. Follow through once, twice, then again. And slowly the energy shifts. You go from optional to essential. Let's take it to the gym for a second. Mid-set, your phone buzzes. You used to stop your workout to answer. Now you finish your reps, take a sip of water, and reply after. You didn't ignore her. You just didn't abandon yourself. That's the small, silent signal that says, "My world doesn't pause for validation." And believe me, that's the quietest flex there is. Now here's something curious. The men who try to keep everything perfect, to always match her energy, to fix every mood, those are the men who eventually exhaust her. Why? Because women aren't looking for someone to ride every emotional wave with them. They're looking for an anchor, the calm in the middle of their storm. You don't need to solve her problem in the moment, you just need to hold your ground while she finds her center. You might think you got it, but stay with me a little longer. The moment you stop reacting to every mood swing, you become the safe space she didn't even realize she wanted. Let me paint you a picture. Backyard barbecue. You're surrounded by friends, the music's good, the smell of grilled food in the air. She shows up late. Old you'd orbit her all night, checking if she's okay, asking if she wants a drink. New you smile, introduce her to your friends, then drift naturally back into the party. You're in your element. You belong there, with or without her. 10 minutes later, she's the one looking for you. That's not arrogance. That's attraction through presence. And here's where mystery plays its role. Mystery doesn't mean hiding. It means you don't narrate every detail of your day just to keep her attention. You leave space for imagination. When she texts, "What are you doing?" you say, "Got a few things going on. What about you?" You didn't lie, you just didn't overshare. It's like watching a great movie. You don't want every plot twist spoiled in the first act. Curiosity keeps people invested. It feels obvious, but the real trick is hidden here. Predictability kills desire faster than distance ever could. Let's talk boundaries, because this is one of the 7 silent things women love but rarely admit. Boundaries aren't rules you impose on her, they're standards you live by for yourself. I don't do midnight calls. I don't skip the gym for a casual hangout. You don't announce these with pride, you embody them quietly. And when they're tested, and they will be, you don't explain, you don't negotiate, you don't lash out, you just hold your line. And here's the catch: the moment you enforce a boundary calmly, you become unforgettable, because most men fold. You didn't. Ever been ghosted? Rejected? Good, because rejection is feedback, not failure. It's the universe holding up a mirror and saying, adjust here. Maybe you gave too much. Maybe you didn't respect your own time. Maybe she just wasn't aligned, and that's okay. But wait until you see the consequence of this. Every rejection, handled right, upgrades your standard. You start choosing better, speaking cleaner, moving smarter. It's not about avoiding pain, it's about using it. Here's a quick mental reset you can run in the next 24 hours. First, pick one promise to yourself, maybe the gym at 6 or finishing that side project, and keep it, no matter who texts. Second, disable message previews for one day. Third, practice saying, can't today, but maybe later this week. Just that. It may look small, but it creates a massive impact. Because the truth is, boundaries don't scare people. They attract the ones who value them. Now let's bring it home. The most magnetic men aren't loud. They're centered. Their calm is contagious. Their mystery feels like depth, not games. Their words are few, but their presence fills the room. Attraction doesn't come from trying to impress. It comes from showing you're impressed by your own life first. It's the man who enjoys his own company, keeps his promises, says no when it's right, and never begs for attention, because his energy already earns it. Picture this final contrast. Version A, always available, over-explaining, texting paragraphs, chasing clarity. Version B, composed, focused, limited access, but warm when present. Which one do you think lingers in her mind when the night's over? Which one does she tell her friends about on the drive home? And here is the turning point. Respect always comes before desire. When you become the man she respects first, attraction becomes effortless. Confidence isn't volume, it's rhythm. It's the space between your yes and your no. It's how you breathe when nothing's going your way. The silent game of attraction isn't a trick, it's a standard. Play it with patience and you realize what she really loves isn't how hard you chase, it's how firmly you stand. If this made sense, you need to watch why so many men are staying single and what no one told you about modern relationships. In that video, I break down why so many men today are stepping back from dating, not out of bitterness, but out of logic. We'll unpack how modern dating got rewired, why peace is replacing validation, and what it really takes to build something real in a world full of noise and options. Watch that next, because once you see it, you'll never look at attraction the same way again.